Welcome, my dear students of class 10A and 10B to my history and civics class. Today's topic, the Second World War, chapter number 12 points, as I mentioned, the Treaty of Versailles. I shall discuss about the drawbacks of the Treaty of Versailles. Today I shall re-explain about the importance of the Treaty of Versailles. Today I shall re-explain about the impact of the Treaty of Versailles. I shall discuss about the negative roles of the two important countries of Europe, Italy and Germany. I shall discuss about the role of, Mussolini, the role of Hitler, and also I shall discuss about the role of League of Nations. I shall also discuss about the influence of Japan after the First World War. She established. Now I am going to discuss its first point, the Treaty of Versailles and its impact. The Treaty of Versailles, according to the terms of the Treaty of Versailles, the First World War ended. But after that, the Treaty of Versailles treaties, the Treaty of Versailles and its terms, which were drafted, and the Treaty of Versailles and the First World War came to an end. It created dissatisfaction among rest of the countries whose dignities and honors, whose sentiments were harmed by the treaty. Two countries, Italy and Germany, were insulted and were determined to take revenge of the treaty. That's why the Treaty of Versailles is considered to be a revengeful treaty, because as per the terms, almost all states and colonies of Germany were taken away, and Germany's military strength was reduced. There was no financial economic development in the country. No policy for Germany was framed. On the contrary, the Allied force, the Allied powers, as per the terms of the Treaty of Versailles, made Germany to be a very, very weak countries of the world. They wanted to teach Germany a good lesson, since, according to them, Germany was responsible for the First World War. That's why the Treaty of Versailles is considered as a revengeful treaty of the Allied powers. And hence, the two countries, Italy and Germany, were determined to take a revenge of the treaty against the Allied powers. The next point, formation of the two concepts, fascism and Nazism. Italy under their leader, Mussolini, wanted to establish a government so that the country's financial instability, which had become a cause of dissatisfaction, which had become a financial crisis of the country, must come out of it. A number of governments were established in Italy, but at the end of the First World War, the governments which were established there was no solution, permanent solution taken by the government. So, the miserable condition of the people, the financial crisis of the country, and other major problems which were arised after the First World War, the governments failed to solve it. That's why the charismatic personality of Mussolini and the speeches, whatever they delivered from time to time, encouraged the people of Italy to extend their cooperation towards him. Ultimately, Mussolini became their leader. On being the leader of Italy, he introduced a new political concept. The name of that political concept was fascism. As a fascist country, under the leadership of Mussolini, Italy for the first time, ignored the principle and guidelines of the League of Nations. And ultimately, another country by which she was affected, the Treaty of Versailles. The Treaty of Versailles and its terms also destroyed the glory and image of the Germans. Germany was forced to sign the terms of the Treaty of Versailles. But Hitler was supported by his countrymen. He assured before the people of Germany that he would bring back the former glory of Germany if the people would elect him to be their leader. Ultimately, the people of Germany unanimously elected Hitler to be their leader. So Hitler also introduced another political concept, that was Nazism, and also threw the papers of the Treaty of Versailles and its terms into the dustbin by saying it that the terms of the Treaty of Versailles gave a birth of a new concept, Nazism. Their main objective would be to remove all political confrontation between her country and the Allied powers. And ultimately what he forecasted, at the end, although he was unable to fulfill it, yet he tried his level best to give back, to restore the former glory and image of the Germans. Ultimately, the League of Nations, which was established after the First World War, failed to stop the growing possibility of another world war, the Second World War. Next point, fascism and Nazism. When the fascism and when the two political concepts or ideologies under Italy's Mussolini and Germany's Hitler established throughout the countries respectively, fascism solved temporarily solution, or fascism brought temporary solution, established a rule for the people of Italy and France and Germany. Also, the concept of Nazism in Germany also created an atmosphere where people could raise their voice. People decided to restore the former glory and image under the leadership of Hitler. That's why both the two governments, which was formed by the help of the common people of the two respective countries, temporarily financial stability of these two countries financial stabilities of the two countries were strengthened by the, elected governments. But their main target was to establish their country's images in international politics. Mussolini occupied, Abyssinia by disobeying the terms of the League of Nations, objectives of the League of Nations. At the same time, Italy also decided under Mussolini to make the country rich and prosperous by adopting the policy of aggression. The League of Nations was there, but Mussolini did not care for it. Mussolini kept on invading various countries of Europe in the interest of herself. But League could not stop. League could not stop the activities of Italy. At the same time, other countries of Europe, Germany under the leadership of Hitler was determined to adopt new policy of aggression. At the end of the First World War, under the terms of the League of Nations, Germany was divided into two halves. Germany was divided into two parts, only for the conveniences of Poland. It gave a birth of discontentment among the German people. They wanted to be united. The East and West wanted to be united because both of them, they belonged to their only one country, Germany. That's why Hitler decided to do it with a view to make a very powerful country of the world. Next point, Japanese influence. At the end of the First World War, Japan, from Asian country, was determined to establish herself as a powerful country of not only Asia but powerful country of Europe. Japan was determined to establish her colonies in the Far East because German during industrial age, due to industrial growth and development, Japan was lagging behind. That's why Germany needed many colonies in the Far East. As a result of it, in the year 1931, Japan decided to attack a vast places of China, Manchuria. Japan occupied a vast territory of China, Manchuria, and formed a government there. But China appealed to the League of Nations to take action against Japan. But the two most important and leading members of the League, Britain and France, remained silent. They did not pay any attention to the matter of, Manchurian crisis created by Japan. Why? Because the two countries, France and Britain, adopted the policy of appeasement. Now, what is the policy of appeasement? You know very well. To be neutral regarding any issue in the interest of themselves, so that the world peace must not be disturbed. In the case of Japan, France and Britain adopted the policy of appeasement in order to strengthen world peace. At the end of the First World War, the terms of the Treaty of Versailles gave a birth of discontentment throughout Europe. Two countries of Europe, Italy and Germany, were very much disturbed and dissatisfied with the terms of the Treaty of Versailles. According to them, the treaty was a harassing and insulting treaty for them. And ultimately, most of their colonies were taken away and utilized their coal mines, utilized their geographical territories in the interest of themselves, reduced their military powers. It created nation-wide dissatisfaction among the two countries, Italy and Germany. And it is due to that reason, my dear students, the people of these two countries, Italy and Germany, they extend their keen cooperation towards their leaders and help them to set up a new government which would restore their former glory and image. Ultimately, both the two leaders were able to restore the former glory and image of their countries. But ultimately, the reason by which Japan occupied Manchuria and set up a government there, the two major countries and members of the League of Nations, France and Britain, could not take any initiative in favor of the League. Why? Because the policy of appeasement. It helped Japan to be more and more aggressive. Japan left the League of Nations and also started occupying the properties of Britain and America which were established in China. Many properties which were done by Britain and America, Japan started occupying it. But still, the two countries of Europe, England and America, had no repercussion. Why? Because they thought that the policy of appeasement would bring temporary peace throughout the world. So they must not leave any opportunity for these two countries to start another world war. On the contrary, at the time when Japan occupied Manchuria and established a government there, Hitler prayed for the two countries to take action against the attack of Japan in Manchuria, but France and England remained silent. Why? Because according to them, Japanese influence over China should be strengthened. Why? In order to crush the communist influence there. Because China had become a country where Chinese influence was growing rapidly. Chinese influence. That's why the two countries of Europe, France and England, wanted to make China weakened of the Chinese or communist control, weakened of the communist control, because China was a country where Chinese control was rapidly increasing. And it was due to an effort of Japan. If Japan would target China to be a part of their country, then the government of China, where the communists came in power, the communists automatically would be weak. And in that case, the people of China would demand another government there. So Chinese would be replaced from power. The Chinese would be shifted from power. They would be removed from their power. They would be removed by the people, and another political party would come to power. That's why the two countries, France and England, wanted to make China weaker, and that's why as soon as Japan occupied Manchuria and established a government there, England and France did not take any active action against them under the appeal of the League of Nations. Up to this, my dear students. Thank you.